One. All right, Michael is just recovering from what we covered in series in our segment 2. Completely blew his mind and did not do anything that I just said I do. So, and that's okay. And so, Michael, what we wanted to talk about next was something that the Lumberjack Landlord's resident economist, Mike Zuber from One Rental at a Time, is the jobs number. So let's talk about something a little bit more happy. Let's talk about the jobs number.
Yeah, so I don't know if this is happy or not, but it is what it is, right? So we got the jobs number for today for January job creation. And we were led to believe that the number may be weak because of how the data is collected, right? The White House came out and repeatedly said the last week, don't worry, the number's going to be bad, but let me tell you why the math is okay. So how the sampling is survey and all of this. Then lo and behold, the number comes out today and it blows away expectations. Expectations heading into this was 150,000 jobs created. After the White House messed with the soup, it got as bad as negative 400,000. Then today it comes out 467,000 additions. So it blew away the initial goal of 150, makes them look like complete whatevers after getting us to think negative 400. And then we raised December and we raised January. The jobs market is on fire. Participation rate is up. And lo and behold, not only did we add 1 million jobs after all of this, but the unemployment rate went up, which is just going to blow people's minds. It went up from 3.9 to 4%. This is why I'm telling you that the unemployment is going to be higher in December than it is now. It's all about the participation rate. And then lastly, Jerome Powell, you do not have a choice. Rates are going up 0.5% in March because wages went up 5.7%. Highest yet, still trending up. He has no choice. The only thing he had left was this was a bad number, like showing jobs getting shaky. It wasn't. It was a record. Then December was better. November was better. I mean, they took the December number from 199 to like 500 or something. And then they took November from 300 to 700. Just huge revisions, all positive. The US economy job picture is on fire. More people going back to work, which means they feel safe or whatnot. Wages are, it's like, all right, Jerome, 0.5%'s a lock now. And I think I would suspect, I haven't looked this morning. 2 weeks ago, the odds were 1 in 20. 5%. And no, behold, I've been talking about this for 3 months. So a month ago it was 1 in 20. Then it got to 1 in 4. I'd be shocked if it's not more than 1 in 2.
Right.
It's got to be more than 50%. They don't have an option now. Inflation is still racing. The employment picture is getting better. It's inflation is going to get worse. And again, we have the whole base effect and all these other things going on. Inflation won't even peak likely till April. So yeah, get ready for 0.5 point in March would be my guess.
Completely agree with you. I think what's really funny is, and I'll make my disclaimer, there's idiots on both sides of the aisle, but whatever idiot's in the White House clearly has a rotator cuff injury, throwing his dart at the wall.
Yeah, exactly.
They have no clue. When they say anything about anything, they have no clue. They have been wrong on everything. And certainly when it comes to jobs or housing or fill in the blank, they've largely been wrong on everything. Yeah. If you've done any of the things that they have said to do in the time frame in which you would be a loser, you would have lost. So at the end of the day, the only thing I want to encourage people to do is their own homework, Marv. Do your own homework, Marv. That's what you got to do. You got to do your own work. Stop waiting and sitting there for someone to tell you, hey, now is the right time to do X.
Yeah.
They're wrong. They've been wrong consistently. You can't be consistent. No one can be consistently this good or bad with any rate. I mean, they are crushing it with being wrong consistently.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know why you would let that person. I mean, again, last Sunday, I think was the first time I heard about this jobs number being maybe mathematically weak. Yeah, because of sampling size, right? This is big statistics things. I studied it. I understood it. They even had me believing, I can get why, sampling of that week would lead to this, that. Okay, great. Let's see what happens. So I went from my first over under on my daily financial news was 200 because I was pretty rosy. Then they do this talking, then they do it again. And I'm like, oh God, maybe they got a sneak peek and it's like really bad. I mean, what's going on? So actually I went negative, and lo and behold, once again, positive. I was right the first time, and I let them talk me into it. So yeah, I would never listen to that freaking, what was his name? I forget his name, but he's the White House chief something or other. It's like, gosh,
Yeah, I know
that guy.
Yeah, I can't remember his name. I can see his face, but I can't remember his name.
Yeah.
And this is exactly the problem when you don't do your own homework. This is exactly the problem. It's like watching a bunch of crash videos for people that don't actually own any of the asset class you invest in.
Oh, talk about crash. I mean, God, I don't remember the exact numbers, but record tappable equity. What's tappable equity? That is equity below 20% or above 20%, however you want to look at it. So they're not even including the last 20%.
Isn't it like 78% or something? Or
well, we have $9.6 trillion in tappable equity. It's up 42% in the last 2 years. All these idiots that had crash videos, somebody better send them a bill because they owe a lot of people money. I mean, damn.
Or they should at least be giving their super chats pro bono.
Yeah, exactly. Give me $5 to look at my market. Are you kidding me? Oh, that drives me crazy, but whatever. Good for them.
At least returning that money. I mean, honest to God, give me $5 or $10 and I'll tell you exactly what's going on in your market. Here's what the two charts say. Sweet Lord, people, please do your own work. Do your own homework. Or at the very least, watch people that are doing the work on a daily basis and ideally apply that to your market or in your market.
Yeah,
it's got to be those things.
Get your own buy box. Everybody's real estate, you will very learn, is hyper local. We talk nationally because that's just the numbers. But yeah, I mean, Ivy Zellman talking about a housing crash because 1.123 housing units being created more than 2006 is a gross over exaggeration. Could we be overbuilding in a city or two? Absolutely. Builders build, and
sure,
they historically have that. But we've had so much movement. People have moved from place to place, and you can move faster than you can build a home. We should be building more than we've ever built. The question is, are you in one of those places where it's good to be building or bad? That's a very different discussion.
And even at that rate for 10 more years, you still don't make up for the loss that we had in the last 10. So it can't be in a bubble. It has to be looked at as the entire picture, which is we didn't build enough for the last 14 years since the Great Recession. We haven't built enough for 14 years. Even now, we're not building enough because of supply chain issues, dead days, all of these things that contractors and home builders are running into. So even if we're finally hitting the rate or slightly above the rate that we need, we still haven't cured the 14-year shortfall.
Yeah, I would tell people to just go look in their market, right? If your buy box is Fresno or Dover or Detroit, go look at the new builds and you'll know very quickly. Yeah. And then go do the work, like talk to the person selling the new homes. Like, how many people have come in? How many offers do you have? Oh my God, I see your sitemap and you've got like one sold, or I see your sitemap and you got one left. There's information there. Just go get it. Don't be lazy. Do the work. Do the work.
Yeah, do the work. I would agree with that. Michael, where can everybody find you, my friend?
One rental at a time. Website, YouTube, Instagram, books, all that good stuff.
It's all there. If you can't find him, you probably need to learn how to use a computer first.
Yeah, you may have typed a word wrong.
Well, as I always like to say, we spend a ton of time creating great content for you guys, making sure that we're doing all the work daily, because one thing is for sure, Michael and I do the work every single day. So absolutely. Please hit subscribe. Please hit that like button. We want that YouTube algorithm to help us get this out to 1 million people, changing their entire financial future. So Michael, thank you so much for the time, and I'll look forward to seeing you Tuesday on your channel.
You got it, buddy. Take care.
Appreciate it, Mike. Take care.